This episode of the Causeway Street Podcast is powered by ExpressVPN. You can stream every NBA game live for a fraction of the normal cost. Visit expressvpn.com/street to learn more.
Hey, Bill Walton here, Celtics 1986. You're listening to the Causeway Street Podcast. Yeah, come here for nothing but the truth. This is where dreams come true. Thank you, Boston, for my life.
All right, another episode of the Causeway Street Podcast. Josue Pavone here. Joel Pavone is here. Sean Dutra.
Hey, everybody.
Fellas, the Celtics, 10 games in, are the best team in the NBA right now. 9-game winning streak. They head on to the road, but we got to look back and talk about how ridiculous this week has been for this team in all aspects, right? Offensive records, they've been crushing it offensively. One of the best offensive teams in the league, the best offensive team in the league. You got the Gordon Hayward factor and what that means to this team moving forward. But then you also have a team that all of a sudden picked up this kind of momentum at this point of the season. Man, I mean, a month ago, would any of you guys would have predicted even 10 games in this Celtics would have the best record in the NBA?
No, don't say you did.
Sean?
You did,
I
Sean.
mean,
shut your face.
Yeah, I think so. I thought they were going to be a great team this year, but I will say I don't think it was supposed to happen so soon, right?
But you didn't think they'd have the best record, Sean. Come on, man.
No, I mean,
You were drooling over the Clippers. You were talking about the West Coast.
About the Rockets.
I'm about the Rockets.
I was going to say the Rockets, actually.
The whole reason why the Celtics have the best record in the NBA right now is what I was trying to say all offseason. When you put a new duo together, it normally doesn't work. And there's going to be a lot of growing pains in the West. The Celtics have been playing since July together with their four core, but now realistically, with Hayward out, the best four players on the team playing together. Since July, they've built chemistry. They're playing Brad Stevens basketball. Yeah, man.
What's impressed you the most besides the offense? Actually, you know what? Scratch that. What's the most impressive win out of the 9?
The most impressive win out of the 9, I think, has to go to... I think it's the Mavericks game. Because that Mavericks game, to me, was a scheduled loss. Like, you come back from a road trip, your first game at home.
I thought it was going to be a tie.
It was supposed to be a 14 overtime game, but...
Yeah, you're a little off.
They were tied at halftime, though, bro.
It's so close. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They only kept that same vibe for 24 more minutes. You would have been good. You would have nailed that prediction.
13 more quarters to go.
I texted you guys. I said, Jesus. 27 more halves to go, baby. We got this shit.
Well, Kemba Walker went off in the fourth quarter. That's one thing you can say about the Celtics team offensively, that they actually lead the league in fourth quarter scoring. They average 31.6 points. They don't average the most points in the league. But when it comes to second half scoring, that's been the difference.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying about that Mavericks game is that was and the Mavericks game and the Wizards game, that like 2-game little homestand there, that was destined for a loss, and they didn't lose. They played down to the competition in both games, but they win. Like, I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? Like, for some reason, Brad Stevens' teams always seem to play down and up to the competition. But there's been games in the past, or teams in the past, that would play down to the competition and then lose to the Wizards 150 to like 120 or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, this year it seems like, yeah, they're playing down and it's a competitive game for no reason at all. But they're coming out on top. So, I mean, that has to say something about the chemistry of this team.
What about you, Joel? What do you think is the best win for the Celtics team so far?
I'm going to say the San Antonio game.
I agree.
They came out aggressive and never let the foot off the gas, even after Gordon Hayward went down. No one knew the extent of the injury. Everyone was just like, oh, man, we got to keep going. The next guy up type of mentality.
Side note. I videotaped Jordan intently watching the fucking game.
Yeah, his snap. I remember that.
Right when I videotaped him, he was watching the game, and he looked at me, he was like, what happened? I was like, fuck, Gordon Hayward just got fucking injured.
No.
Fucking there.
In the video.
Even Jordan could tell something went south.
In the video, you were like, he definitely got fouled there, and then that's the end of the video.
Yeah,
not realizing that he was like, he left.
He fucking broke his hand.
Yeah, it's such a tough break for Gordon Hayward, because obviously his injury history is what it is. That's obviously the first thing you think about. But you also think about what he was doing before the injury, man. Easily, by far, by a mile. his best month of basketball that we've seen from Gordon Hayward since he's been a member of the Boston Celtics, and you knew that it wasn't going to slow down anytime soon.
Yeah, I mean, I said it last episode, and it's funny because things like this seem to happen right after we record. We were bigging him up,
give him all that props
for a good chunk of that, the first half of that episode, and I stand by the fact that I think he was the team's best player during those first 8 games.
So I was listening to the last episode saying that Gordon Hayward was the most, Sway said, the most valuable player on the Celtics.
Right.
We all said he was the best player on the Celtics for the first couple games.
Yeah.
So now that they're,
because he was so, he had
2.5-0 without them.
Yeah. He had been so
What does that mean?
Though. Look, you also started off the last episode, Sean.
Yeah, I was going to say. You want to talk about the last episode?
With
what's coming out of your mouth?
With already wanting to trade Jalen, where we thought you were done with that. You were done with, shit on Jalen.
I mean, you're not the first person to say that throughout this stretch, throughout this impressive first 10 games from the Boston Celtics. But regardless, I think it's a ridiculous thing to say.
Well, it's definitely ridiculous now that Gordon Hayward is injured. Yeah. Yeah.
But they finally proved that they can coexist.
I'll put it on the back burner for right now.
They finally proved that they can coexist because this was a talking point last season. Remember?
They haven't coexisted. How have they coexisted? They haven't.
Because Gordon Hayward has found ways to be basketball. Because Gordon Hayward has found ways to be productive without having to. So while Jalen's going off, he's finding other ways. Whether it's dishing off assists, whether it's rebounding, whether it's running the floor, whether it's being a playmaker, and then he's picking his spots efficiently.
Who are you talking about?
And scoring. Gordon Hayward. Who else might be talking about?
Okay,
Gordon
it also
Hayward.
sounds like you're talking about what Jaylen Brown has done since Gordon Hayward has been gone. Because Jaylen Brown,
he's shown flashes of being a playmaker, but right now, Gordon Hayward
fill that role.
Gordon Hayward is hands down by a mile the best passer on this team.
Yeah, I hear you, man. But like, if you've watched the 2 games that Gordon Hayward has been out, Jaylen Brown has been trying to do the same thing.
Okay, you know what? And I give you credit for this too. They've also been easily the most explosive players on this team, right?
Yeah.
Gordon Hayward, though, the way he's attacking the rim has changed the dynamic of this offense. Though. He wasn't doing this a year ago. Not with that kind of confidence.
I'm going to throw this out. Forget about injuries. Just look at Gordon Hayward at his best and Jaylen Brown at whatever best you think he's going to be. You got to pick one. You pick one.
Why do you have to pick one?
Yeah. Again, why do you have to pick one, guy?
Because you're not going to be able to have both of them on the team next year.
But it's not about next year. It's about right now.
Okay.
After what happened last year. After what's been going on the last few years.
Not even that. After what happened less than a month ago. But giving Jaylen Brown that contract extension, you've solidified a 2-year run. And this is your squad, and I don't hate it. Let's see what happens. Let's stop talking about trading players.
Forget about playing. Forget about trading.
And just see what we have. See what we have.
You forget about trading. Like you're in the same boat of Celtics fans that are desperate to get rid of one of these core players for a center. Why?
No, I don't want.
What is wrong with the? What is wrong with the? I'm saying, like, I'm not saying that's what you're saying. But
I've told you our centers are fine. I said you guys. You said worried about interior defense all offseason. I said we're fine.
No, but the team is in the first 10 games. No one expected them to be 9-1. Hold on, 9-1. But yet there's Celtics fans out there that's like, but if they just get a center or if they just get rid of Jalen or get rid of Gordon, they'll be so much better. But it doesn't. But why? What's wrong with the current roster as constructed?
I'm not saying you need to trade anybody. Okay, that could be a result of what happens, but at some point, Brad's gonna have to pick.
He's not because
Brad is gonna say Gordon and Jalen. You both will play the exact same role on this team.
But they're not playing the same
exact role. And Tatum's going
to
sit on the bench.
They're not, though. They're not playing that role. They're playing 2 different roles.
They're playing the same role, they haven't played together.
No, now Jalen is picking up Gordon Hayward's slack. Not saying that he's playing the same or better than Gordon. All I'm saying is you have at least 3 guys almost on a nightly basis averaging 20 points. So Jalen just slipped in there when Gordon went down.
You know what? And I'll do you one better. You can almost, without thinking about 1 through 5, the traditional sense, because that's of course not what Brad Stevens does, right? You can switch Kemba and Hayward, and Hayward, if you think about it, he's pretty much the point guard of this team. Kemba takes the ball up, but he's not the kind of player that needs to dominate the ball the way we've seen in the past. The last 2 point guards, even Isaiah. That's not even just a knock on Kyrie. That's just their style, right? They like to have the ball in their hand for a lot at the shot clock. When Hayward gets the ball, like I said in the last episode, constantly moving, it opens up the offense, and it actually essentially helps Jalen. Like I don't see them having similar roles. I did see that last year because A, Gordon didn't have that same explosiveness. B, he didn't have that same confidence, and not only attacking the rim, but picking his spots and when to shoot and when to pass. And essentially, his movement and the fact that he has that confidence now has made all the difference, I think, for this offense.
I'll even add the fact that Brad took both of those guys out to come off the bench last season. Gordon and Jalen. So it's like, this whole notion that you have to pick one over the other, you really don't, because
you do.
No, you don't.
Someone's coming off the bench.
Why?
All right, fine. Then if no one's coming off the bench,
why?
Then someone's taking all the shots. The offense is going through somebody. So if your starting lineup is going to be Kemba,
it's going
Jalen,
through multiple
Tatum,
people. That's why
Hayward,
there's 4 guys averaging
Robert
over 20
Williams.
points right now. It's going through everyone.
Yeah, man. I just feel like there hasn't been a game other than the Philly game where Hayward and Brown and Tatum and Kemba have all been on the floor together. Right?
It's false.
What, are you going to count the game that Jalen got hurt in?
No, the game. Jalen was out for 3 games. So there was a couple games after the Philly game where they all played. Everyone was healthy, except for Cantor.
Yeah, there was only like a few, but either way, I just think the offense of this team has obviously been the reason why they're 9-1 for starters, right? Also, I said at the top, they're the best offensive team right now. I'm looking at the offensive efficiency, which has made all the difference. Second half scoring has also made all the difference. They lead the league in fourth quarter scoring. 140 points in their last game. The Celtics haven't done that in almost 27 years. Like, this is the kind of offense that I think when you have so many weapons like that, they're causing fits right now.
I think
against opposing teams.
They got plenty of weapons. Even if you're not looking at the big name, big money players, like Grant Williams has been playing very well. Robert Williams has been playing very well.
Right.
Daniel Tice has been playing very well.
The second unit has been a little shaky, but I mean, for the most part, guys have stepped up when they Celtics needed them to.
The only guy that on the Celtics team that I would say don't let him get any minutes is Carson Edwards. It's the only dude that I just don't trust when he's out there.
After he just scored 18 points,
I don't care about that. I don't care about garbage time minutes. Like
garbage time minutes?
You didn't play garbage time minutes, man.
I just don't.
There was no garbage time in that game.
All right,
in
a game.
Which game are we talking about?
Fine. Against the Wizards. I mean, garbage
time. You just
time
don't like
me.
Carson Edwards.
No, man.
There should have been garbage time game, but the Wizards kept coming back, and that could be a cause for concern moving forward.
Yeah, because
By
in
the
a
way,
game,
Mike Bowman almost cursed that game because there was when they were up.
You said it's like top secret stuff.
133 to 121. There was like 3.5 minutes left, and Kyle was trying to talk about like what's coming up in the post game. Our boy Kyle, good old Drapes,
right?
Was like, if the Celtics can hold on here, they're about X amount of time left before they win their 9th straight. And Mike goes, no, I think you can. I think it's done. It's done. Kyle, you can say they won their 9th game. And then they got it within 4.
They pulled it within 4. Yeah. They did that.
And Carson Edwards was fucking shaking in his fucking booty shorts, bro.
They did that like 4 times throughout the second half, where they had a double-digit lead, and then in a matter of 2 minutes, it was all of a sudden a 4-point game.
Yeah, man. I mean, my biggest thing for the start of the season is you're getting production from your big 4, right? Marcus Smart has also been.
Oh, by the way, he's the last person.
Money.
He's the last Celtics rookie as a guard who scored 18 points throughout his rookie season.
Congratulations.
Carson Edwards already did it.
Congrats.
I'm just getting. Look, that's your boy, right? That's your favorite player on the team. He's the last person.
You think that Carson Edwards? Like, what are you trying to say by that? That's what I want to know.
No, see what we're saying about Edwards is Stevens knows when to call upon him.
Agreed.
And the times that he's been called upon, he's answered the call.
Yeah, I feel like you're afraid that like he's gonna be all of a sudden playing 20 minutes.
Yeah,
again
like he's gonna be the team's 6th man or something like
that. Like in the game against the Wizards where defense wasn't being played. When the Celtics got to 100 points with like 4 minutes left in the third quarter, I think Brad was like, this shit's going 150. So
if you're the Wizards, though, imagine he's like, we scored 133 points and we still lost this game. Yeah. How did this happen?
They scored 156 a couple of weeks ago against Houston and lost.
And they still lost.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean,
that's right.
I mean, at the end of the day,
the Wizards.
They get that type of. Hey,
they figure out a way to lose games like this.
We can score, but we can't do nothing else.
This is not something new, by the way. They've been doing this for quite a while now.
But
even with John Wall.
But a big time ups to everybody not named Carson Edwards on the Celtics this year.
Damn, wow. That's your new target guy.
Well,
Nah, man.
You asked earlier.
I thought you would like him more because he cut his hair.
You asked earlier what's been impressive about this Celtics team so far. I'm gonna say the defense, and it begins with Robert Williams and Daniel Tice.
Big time.
Because you saw against the Wizards when they both weren't in there at all.
Impressed with this defense?
No, really?
I'm impressed with the defense.
I mean,
Sway's a constant hater. He just trying to prove his point.
No, I'm not.
No,
What's my point?
I like the fact
they're gonna have trouble on the interior defense this year, guys.
It's been the offense. That's the reason why they're winning. It's not the defense.
No, but the
you
defense.
think giving up 133 points is good defense?
No, but they didn't play last night. That's what I'm trying to say.
I
the
know
Wizards
that.
scored 66 points in the freaking paint.
Well, the Celtics give up. They still been giving up a lot of points though.
Okay, but my point is,
I don't care
it's a
about
lot
points
better.
per game.
It's a lot better than what people thought this defense was going to be like with the absence.
That's true.
Or the void of
2 months ago, I was like, if the Celtics team is going to be successful, they have to just really outscore the teams because they're going to give up a bunch of points, and that's been the story so far.
What have you thought about Robert Williams? Because I'm sold that he's a center of the team.
He's made an improvement from last year for sure.
I like the fact that Robert Williams and Tice are like one center, and with Cantor out, those were the two that were getting the majority of the starts at center, and in little amount of playing time, even though for Williams it's been double from a year ago, putting up rebound. He's grabbing rebounds. You just got to throw the ball in his direction. He's going to catch it somehow and slam it on someone.
It's too bad that they can't stay healthy though. That's true.
Yeah, man. I think Robert Williams can stay healthy. I think Tice is injury prone.
Well, it's been more.
Williams is more of like a hey, let's just get you a game off type.
Yeah,
thing.
but it's always an injury that no one saw. It's just like, oh yeah, he's out
with
today.
Robert Williams. Yeah, I know. That's why it's a team thing. That's a team thing, bro. More than anything.
All right, before we get into Sean's looking ahead, I obviously got to ask the obvious question here. Gordon Hayward, either one of you worried about this hand injury?
No, because it's when
I'm not necessarily talking about timetables, just in general.
Yeah, no. Well, like the
him coming back.
The fact that it's in his left hand and it's not like when you first heard the news, it was like, oh, he broke his hand, and you just thought of, I don't know, Steph Curry recently, and like you didn't when you saw the play, you were like, okay, and then when the details came out, like, no, he technically just fractured his ring finger.
Yeah, because if you look at the videos, it's like, really?
Yeah, it looks more like he just jammed that finger or one of his fingers,
right,
before the actual details came out, and you're like, oh, okay. I mean, it's a freak accident. It's on his left hand, non-shooting hand. He was very optimistic about it. Like, yeah, I can still work out. It's probably going to be just like more of a splint kind of thing on his, between the ring and probably the middle finger to keep it in one place for the next 6 weeks or so.
Yeah, it's all about how well it heals. And he'll be able to take the floor.
And this is the time for the other guys to step up because I feel like, for the most part, at least there's always one or two guys coming off the bench that are going to give you quality minutes. And you never know who that guy or those two guys are going to be. It's been different.
Right.
Especially because Smart's been in
Javonte
of the starting lineup. I mean, and Javonte is probably going to be a good beneficiary of that, of Hayward being out, which is you can't really be upset about.
What about you, Sean? What do you think?
Yeah. I'm nervous about it because this dude needs to drink more fucking milk.
Yo, I was just gonna say that. I was gonna wait for you to finish your response.
How many broken fucking bones is this guy gonna have?
I wasn't gonna say the milk line, but I was gonna say, is Gordon fragile? Like, is he gonna be one of these guys that we just have to kind of worry about down the road?
Bro, like if he tore like a ligament in his hand,
that's not even a knock. Joel's cracking up. It's not even a knock on him. I'm not like calling him soft.
What's wrong with his bones?
I'm not
is
calling
he
him
one
soft.
of these video game fucking weirdos that never drank milk as a kid?
I didn't say all that.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, instead of going up to supper and eating fucking with the family, we're gonna get fed
supper.
milk.
Love it.
You're gonna fucking play video games in the basement, and you're not gonna drink milk, and you're gonna drink soda. That's why your bones are breaking, bro.
He was too busy balling up, man.
Telling you, bro. He's
a minor fracture. It could happen to anyone.
No, too much fucking. What's that fucking Fox space game? Space Fox.
That was a big
fuck was it?
Nintendo 64.
Yeah,
Space Fox.
Was it Space Fox?
Mozilla?
No.
Was it Space Fox?
Sky Fox.
Sky Fox. That's what that motherfucker was.
Oh, y'all youngins don't know about that.
Fucking milk.
Crash Bandicoot?
I wasn't even
a Fox.
I wasn't even an N64 guy, but that was a good game.
Nah, I never fucking got into that shit, man. I can't.
This episode of the Causeway Street Podcast is powered by ExpressVPN. You can stream every NBA game live for a fraction of the normal cost thanks to ExpressVPN. And here's how it works. The NBA offers League Pass, which lets you stream games online, but if you live in the US or Canada, it doesn't let you watch them all. Some games are blacked out. So what do? fire up ExpressVPN and use it to change your location to a different country. Buy and use the NBA League Pass from there, and boom, no blackouts. And depending on your country, NBA League Pass could cost about $15 for the whole year. Doesn't that sound a lot better than $200? ExpressVPN works on your computer, phone, router, and consoles like Fire TV, so you can watch all the games from any device. Even when I'm not watching the NBA, I have ExpressVPN on 24/7 because it also encrypts all my data, keeping it safe from hackers. Enjoy all 1,230 NBA games throughout the season in HD with the world's most trusted VPN. ExpressVPN. Get 3 months free at vpn.com/street, after which you can sign up for NBA League Pass at a huge discount. You don't want to miss out on this deal. That's expressvpn.com/street. for 3 months free with a 1-year package. Visit expressvpn.com/street to learn more. Let's get back to this podcast. You didn't have an N64?
Nah, I got
N64.
I got the N64 when everybody got like Xbox, bro. That was always the game system behind.
That's a big gap, man.
When everyone got fucking
Xbox came out like 7 years.
When everyone got PlayStation, my mom bought us a Sega.
Yeah, it's like us. It's like us, bro.
That's how it was.
When Nintendo ceased to exist, that's when we got one.
Sonic,
no,
bro?
we just rocked the Sega like 2 years longer than most, and then we got the PlayStation.
Nah.
But I think we're talking about the same thing.
I got a brand new when that PlayStation came out. Mom was like, "Word, you guys wanted Sega all these years, so here you go." It's like $40. Fucking no one wants Sega no more. We're just like,
no. The worst is when like some random kid at like a birthday party comes over and just goes, "Do you guys have PlayStation?" And you're just like,
no.
You look at them like,
"We got Sega."
You just want to play outside, or you want to do something else?
When my mom bought the Sega, she hooked it up with like 50 games.
That's a good trade-off.
We had like a sack of games.
That's a good trade-off.
We like, whoa,
Joel and I had like 2 games that we had to rock for like a year before we had to get some more.
Yeah, man.
Some more games.
That was it. She probably bought that fucking Sega for like $40 and the games for like $10.
Oh, we borrowed them from people. We borrowed them from our friends.
Nothing tops when we did get a Nintendo, the original.
64?
No,
the original. The NES?
The NES.
Yeah, baby, that's my shit.
I'm dating myself here, but the store Child's World was where, Circus City was in Dedham.
What kind of games you playing, bro?
No, I'm saying, but the Nintendo came with before it got discontinued. It came with the Mario 3 with the tail, with the raccoon tail.
That's
I remember that game.
Yeah. He flew with his tail.
That game was whack, but
he flew with his tail.
What?
Yeah.
It wasn't the best one, but it was
Mario 3,
bro.
bro.
I just remember
the tail was the game changer. Go get the fucking extra life and shit up.
Come on, man.
No, the second one's the best one.
That was basically trying to compete with fucking Tails from fucking Sonic, bro.
Mario 2 with
that came out after though.
I'm just saying they knew that shit was
Sonic.
Tails is Tails.
No, Tails came out way after.
Yeah. He came out after. He was part of the Sonic thing, but he was after. Sonic
was the original
you
character.
Trying to spin on your tail, bro? Come on, Mario. Sonic's sidekick that's all he fucking does.
Jesus.
All right, before we give the floor to Sean, guys, the last time the Celtics were 9-1.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what year?
2011.
2008. The Celtics won the championship.
Fuck! I knew it, man, idiot.
Or technically 2007.
Fucking just copied him.
The 07-08 season. Yeah, why didn't you pick another? Like at least just
Just thought he was right. Thought you guys
Could've
got
gave
on the
yourself
same
more-
fucking page.
Gave yourself more of a chance.
Well, last time I trust Joel.
I didn't ask you to trust me.
Sean, let's look ahead. Let's find out if the Celtics can keep this winning streak going. If not, let's find out who you think they're going to lose against. Sean Duchess.
When you look ahead. This time to look ahead is brought to you by Birdman Jr. All right. So, Celtics going out to their West Coast world trip here, guys. You worried?
I don't know. They're going to New Orleans? Why is it sponsored by Birdman?
Oh, sponsored by Birdman because
Is Birdman putting
suits.
investment into this podcast?
And those pimped out Gucci suits.
Oh, man.
Going to the West.
I'm excited, man. I'm thinking that
That's all good.
we signed a new contract. We got a new sponsor. It's just Birdman. We're just sponsored by Birdman. Go listen to Birdman today.
I stay fly.
This podcast is
Yo,
powered by
check out
Birdman.
Birdman Jr., man. Birdman Jr.
you
Right till I die. Puts a speck on his name, baby.
If you stream 2 of his albums, you'll get a $5 credit. Like what would be the
Go down low.
commercial there?
his newest mixtape.
Go to birdman.com/Causeway.
/Causeway.
Birdman Jr. Birdman.com/Jr/Causeway.
For $5, you can have every song he's ever made.
Celtics going out on the West Coast, fellas.
Word. West, y'all.
I like it. I like this trip happening right now. It's good.
A 9-1 going on the West Coast trip. And when we first looked at this trip, we said, wow, it's going to be a doozy. But now,
many months ago.
Now, they got the Warriors on Friday night. What do you guys think? The Warriors are a joke.
They're currently
They're a fucking joke.
the worst team in the league.
They're the worst team in the league.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen.
And then after
The New York Knicks on a game winner by Marcus Morris has
would you be surprised
made Golden State the worst team in the league, right? Because they were almost neck and neck.
Would you be surprised if Celtics lost that game, though? First game on a West Coast trip?
I would be surprised.
I wouldn't.
If it would be back-to-back, yeah. They were leaving.
I won't be surprised that it'll be closer than it should be. But.
Yeah. If it was like a second night of back-to-back, I'd say yeah.
After that,
it's a diesel trip.
Friday night Warriors, Sunday matinee. You got the Kings, who everyone thought was going to be great. De'Aaron Fox obviously going through some injury issues, but still they thought they had a team there. They don't, so that's another little gimme. And then
I don't know about that.
I don't know. Sacramento didn't start off good last year either.
Yeah, well, not only that, but you look back on what happened last time this team with the Sacramento. Of course, Gordon Hayward did get the game winner, but they made that game really interesting. Buddy Hield could go off, and who knows? Barnes had a good game against the Celtics last year as well in the same building. So
here's the trap game.
They're
They're
very confident against the Celtics.
Trap game's coming on Monday.
You were there, Sway. Right?
I was there. You know what? Actually, this is really why I'm saying this.
Okay, tell us why you're mad.
No, it's not. It's not like that. When I went to the locker room, they were genuinely pissed off about that game. Like they just kept
what
saying,
game? The Kings game.
Yeah, because they lost on a game winner.
Yeah,
and
they were fighting for playoff positioning too.
Right. That also added salt to the wound. They were watching.
Also, Kyrie was there.
They were watching NBA on TNT with playoff implications on the line and everything. And they're just like, man, we should have won that game. Like they were really pissed off. So this is one of those games where I just think they're gonna think back about the last time they played the Celtics in that building.
Back to back trap game. Trap game.
There's no back-to-back. What are you talking about?
Sunday, they play the Kings. Monday, they travel into the Death Dome, as I like to call it. The Desert of Evil.
Hey, you never know. Old friend Aaron Baines could go off.
The land of the sun?
Could go off for 26.
Your Phoenix Suns.
Why are you doing this?
I don't know, man. They're playing Phoenix on Monday, and that seems like a tricky game. That seems like a very tricky game.
Why are you talking like this?
I don't know. Thought it was
Sean would be a good PA guy though. You could kill
I don't know if I could keep it up for the entire game.
Yeah, you would have some off nights.
Yeah, I'd be like, where's fuck.
You'd be like, Jason Tatum hits a three. Everyone's like,
everyone's like, yo, what's wrong with the PA guy? He's like, fuck you, bro.
Hey, why don't you relax, bro? They're playing the Cavs, right? Take it easy.
No.
Everybody's having a good night except for you now, huh?
He'd start off well.
Can't let me do my job over here. I'm getting paid to do this.
Yeah, he would start off well.
By halftime, he'd be like, oh, I'm still doing this. That's right.
Okay, I get some beers? No?
Yeah.
No, Sean. You can't drink of the
Turn your mic off.
I don't know if my everybody's going to have a good time is going to keep going if I don't get some fucking beers.
And then you know there would be some of those, like one or two of those plays that he couldn't control himself, like an alley-oop to Robert Williams. He would just get on the mic, oh, let's go! It's just like not even announce who won.
Everyone's like, oh dear Christ, why is he yelling at the mic?
He won't even announce who scored. He just scream into the mic.
Whoa!
All the kids are like, Mommy, make him stop.
Stop this, let's go! Just turns the mic on. Okay.
Everyone's like, whoa! Hey!
All right.
The fuck?
All right. All right. So how are we feeling about this?
That was a fucking foul.
How are we feeling about this road trip?
I do have strong feelings about that Phoenix game, but I'm still gonna say 3-0. They should go 3-0.
Phoenix and Sacramento. But I don't know. I'm. What did I say last week? That they would lose one of those games against either the Mavericks or the Spurs, and I was wrong.
No, that Spurs game was impressive, man. They were dying to kill Pop, yo. That's the first time Brad has beat Pop in San Antonio.
Not only that, but controlled the game throughout the entire fourth quarter, and they actually had a good start in the first half. They went off in the first half.
Yeah, man, that was impressive.
Pattern. The slow starts have been a pattern, but not against it. That's why. Nope. That was his most impressive. That was the Celtics' most impressive
from tip to finish. Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what? Actually, guys,
that's still gonna head.
I say 3-0. That Phoenix game is going to be the closest game, though. It's going to come down to the wire.
That Phoenix game is going to be a tough game.
I will say that. I'm saying 2-1, but listen, that's still impressive.
Tunis is smiling somewhere right now. Don't mean nothing, Tim.
Tim will knock his hat off the fucking thing so fucking quick.
I'm going 2-1. They lose against the Kings. And listen, Jason Tatum, by the way, I said it at the top, but we didn't actually get into it. Real quick, guys. Obviously, you guys remember what happened against the Dallas Mavericks.
Taking it back from the top.
1 of 18. Oh, Jason pulls a grown man move. I'm telling you guys, season 3. This is what stars do in this league, right? Season 3. Pulls a grown man move. Decides, you know what? Go back to the R-back center. Get some shots up right before midnight.
And he actually snapped
himself.
Dude. I know you love that show. I know you love that stuff.
That's my dude. I was like, yeah, damn. Before anyone can say bad shit about him.
Oh, how that was
he's in the gym.
He was the 3rd player in NBA history. Go.
It's a tough
1 of
game.
18.
Yeah, it's a tough game, man.
One of the worst shooting nights ever by an individual.
Is he that bad of a player?
No. No one's saying.
Then just let it go.
Because there were so many other
talking about it. No, man, stop.
It's the first time I brought this up, bro.
No, you stop and you stop. Jason Tatum is not a bad shooter.
I like the fact.
We're not saying that.
You are saying it.
Listen, I'm impressed. I'm impressed that he's doing this. I like it. I'm all for it.
I also like the fact in that game, though, even though he didn't have it going offensively, he was being encouraged to shoot, and he grabbed 9 rebounds, 8 rebounds.
Right.
Dished out about 4 or 5 assists.
Which is a part of his game that he could just,
take it to another level.
Take it to another level. And that's going to come in reps. Yeah. He's going to get that down. Once he gets that down, once he becomes a solid 5 rebounds a game, 5 to 6 rebounds.
And a defender.
A game. And defender, I don't. People talk about what he did on the offensive end against the Mavs. What about what he did against the...
You mean what Luka did on him?
What do you think how did he defend Luka in that game? Jeez.
No one can defend Luka.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Thank you. Right.
He embarrassed him. A handful of plays.
Nah, Luka's unguardable.
But it's growing pains for the guy. It's good for him. He remains humble. This episode of the Causeway Street Podcast is brought to you by BetOnline.ag. Head over to BetOnline.ag or use your mobile device and join today. Use the promo code CLNS50. That'll give you a 50% welcome bonus when you bet online with BetOnline.ag. The football season's in full swing, of course, and right now BOL has plenty of ways for you to make money, including a couple of prop bets, right? One of them is, will Mahomes throw for 56 touchdowns? And others. Every spread, every total, every winner or loser, straight bet, parlay, or tease your way through the season. That's betonline.ag. Head over to betonline.ag or use your mobile device today to join, and make sure you use the promo code CLNS50 to receive your 50% welcome bonus. Trust me, you don't want to miss out on this action right now. Because you're listening to the Causeway Street Podcast, enter the promo code CLNS50. You get a 50% welcome bonus when you bet online with betonline.ag. Get into all the action today with betonline.ag, your online sports books experts. That's betonline.ag. Don't forget that promo code CLNS50 to receive your 50% welcome bonus. All right, it's that time of the episode, Causeway Street Podcast, where we take our trip around the NBA with Joel's In Case You Missed It. All right, Joel, what are we missing?
In case you missed it.
In case you missed it.
In case you missed it.
Wow. In case you missed it.
What you got, man?
Dion Waiters suspended 10 games.
Really? What did he do?
The Miami guard was suspended without pay.
Tripping on balls.
For conduct detrimental to the team following an incident on the team plane. What is this incident, you ask? They're all popping Molly. And no, I'm just kidding. They were popping edibles.
Why you say they? Why they?
Who's they?
Come on, man. He's by himself.
Could have been.
This is probably
that could have been his thing.
This is probably the equivalent of what the Celtics did when they went to, ironically enough, to go play against the Warriors out west last year.
On the plane, man.
They were on some shit.
They made it on
so
the plane.
You think that's why they had that kumbaya moment?
Yes.
On the airplane.
Peyote with fucking.
They were smoking that peyote
with fucking Kyrie.
Smoking that Native American special herbs, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, why did Dion get so excited and decide to do 5 when everyone else did 2?
My man had a panic attack, bruh.
So I will say
was
as a
tweaking.
person,
so he had a bad reaction.
Tweaking, and then I bet you, other teammates were like, "Yo, what we gonna do? We can't just we got."
He overdid it. That's what
happened on the team plane too. So it wasn't like they were just chilling at somebody's house. They were like coach or whoever was whatever the traveling guy on the Heat. Hey, yo, my man, he's tweaking back there. What do you mean he's tweaking? What he's having like a seizure or something? Nah, man, he popped I don't know how many edibles, and he's tweaking the fuck out. He's freaking out.
Nah, you know he can't.
Been there.
We got to calm him down.
You've been there. He went to a teammate and was just like, yo, I'm freaking out right now. The guy tried to calm him down, just couldn't do it.
There's a saying that I learned after I fucking tweaked out on edibles. You can always eat more. You can never eat less.
That's deep, bro.
As opposed to smoking, I guess I kind of see what you mean. You know, when you just know you've reached that point, you stop smoking.
You're high as fuck.
Right, but with the edibles, you don't know how much it's going to actually affect you.
Yeah, man. That was,
it just keeps hitting
you've been
you.
there. Yeah, you saw me. I was, I took
The fact,
the fuck up.
the
If I
fact,
was like that on the plane,
yo,
bro, I would have fucking lost
if this
my
wasn't
mind.
on the team plane, if this wasn't on the team plane while this was,
Sean's freaking out.
while you know, Deion Waiters was freaking out,
Yeah.
no one would have heard about this. You know what I'm saying? They would have discreetly taken care of that, whoever he was hanging with.
Yeah, well
But
Sean,
on a plane,
Sean didn't seek medical attention.
I was all right there.
Yeah.
I got in the back of the Uber and I fucking felt like I was dying, but I made it home. I fucking walked in and my whole family was in my house. That was awesome.
no, I'm saying, but my
Three and
point,
a half weed brownies in, bro. That was bad. That was awful. That was one of the worst nights of my life. So I feel you, Dion. I'm with you. Hey, you know, you gotta learn that. Everyone's gotta learn that fucking one time in their life, you know.
All right, so what's the how's he been disciplined? What is the NBA going to do now?
Bro, I just wonder if this was it because when I
10
was
games.
fucking
You're getting suspended 10 games without pay.
when I was tweaking out on the edibles, there was one time Tim was like, "Hey man, we're standing outside in 40 degrees weather, talking," and Tim goes, "Hey man, are you sweating?" And all of a sudden, I just started gushing sweat, like so much that I was so fucking cold.
Man, we didn't mean to take you down memory lane here.
Yeah, man. Hey, you did it. Deion Waiters did it.
All right, what else did we miss?
Think about this every time I hear that story. Hey, guys, watch out for the edibles, all right?
Most people
just-
shake their heads. Sean feels for him.
It was
I
a
feel
team
for him.
bonding experience, okay? It happens.
Hey, you
but
know?
now everyone knows about it. He's going to be that guy.
Deion Waiters is the kind of guy that's like,
He's
yo,
going to be that guy now.
Sean, you would empathize
give me 2 or
with
3
someone
more
like
of
this.
those things, man. I'm not even fucking high. Everyone's like, "Yeah, guys, come on, chill." He's like, "No, come on, I smoke. Come on.
No, what if this was his first time popping an edible?
There's a 0% chance of that.
Why though? What
You
if
think
like
he's
you?
a
What if
blunt
like you?
guy? You think he's
What
a
if you
blunt
like?
guy?
Yeah. What if like you said? Yeah, he takes it another way and not you know. So he probably like you did, like you said, you guys were talking about, overdid it or just didn't know what was going on.
Got too excited.
No, he's probably still high.
You know, 20,000 feet in the air. He maybe he's afraid of flying like you, my man.
Maybe he's still high.
All right, in case you missed it, I mean, good win for the Knicks though.
3-6 Mafia.
On Thursday night against against Luka, Sean's boy here in the Mavericks. But seems like Coach David Fizdale, his job is in jeopardy right now.
Keep it going,
I
Fizdale.
don't get it.
Start a winning streak, and
Knicks-
all this can be forgotten.
Good old Knicks president Steve Mills. He apparently earlier this week has been laying down the internal groundwork for the eventual dismissal of Coach Fizdale.
Fizdale gets fired.
don't
He's
know.
going to get hired real quick.
If you don't know, the Knicks are currently only 3 wins on the season.
Yeah, that's fine.
Worst team in the East.
Everyone's supposed
Not
to be
worse.
great.
Not worse. You know, not worse off than the Warriors, but
All right.
still bad nonetheless.
All right,
They
but
fire
hear me out.
Fizdale. They fire Fizdale. Don't you think the Suns
It's not
sign
his
him
fault.
ASAP?
Hold on. Hear me out, though. Hear me out. Next 2 games for the Knicks, the Charlotte Hornets and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah, they could be. They could. They're playing. ready to
Most
play
people
off.
wouldn't call 3 games a winning streak, but for the New York Knicks, that's significant because after that, it gets a little.
They're going to make the playoffs.
It gets dark after that.
What about
after that? They play Philly, they play San Antonio, they play Brooklyn, they play Toronto, they play Philly again, and then they play the Celtics, and then they play the Bucks. So they got a dark road ahead of them.
They'll make the
but that
playoffs.
3-game winning streak may be enough for Fizdale to still have a job into 2020. At least that far.
I don't know.
At least that far. Why not? Why not?
You said after those 3 games, then he just probably has a job for another week or so.
You think if they drop all those games, that it would be his fault to lose against the teams that I just mentioned? Those are all top-notch teams.
No. Well,
Shit, look at and
thank you, Sway, for that bonus. Knicks looking ahead.
I mentioned Toronto. That's your squad, and they're balling right now. I'm surprised you're not glowing. One of the best teams in the league right now.
It's always about how they finish, not how they start.
All right.
Blah.
What else we miss?
All right, in case you missed it.
It's like Doug.
No, it's been a few weeks of the season here, and you already got guys like Gordon Hayward out for extended long period of time. Steph Curry. Now you can add Sean's boy, Karis LeVert, to the list.
Oh, that's not good.
He'll be out 4 to 6 weeks.
Yeah, it's a tough loss.
They're going surgery to repair ligament damage in his right thumb.
Is this anti-Kyrie-itis?
I don't know what that means.
It's like I don't want to be in the same room as this dude. I'll just be injured until he gets injured.
Sure.
Not quite sure what that means. What does that mean?
Sure, why not? That's great. I don't know. But You got guys like Chris Middleton that's out 3 to 4 weeks. Yeah, you mentioned De'Aaron Fox also out 3 to 4 weeks, all on the long-term injury list.
So a lot of people injured, huh?
Yeah, you can add Gordon Hayward to the list too.
What do they do? Playing sports or something?
That's what they signed up for, right? Not to get injured, but to play. All right, and the big news of the while we were recording this podcast, actually, breaking news: Carmelo Anthony, guys, he's back in the NBA.
Never forget how awful our Carmelo Anthony podcast was.
I thought it was pretty damn good.
I
thought it was pretty damn good.
Second of it, but it was good because I fucking hate Carmelo. But hey, you know what?
He's going to Portland, going to the Trailblazers.
Hey.
On a
Yeah.
You guys remember a few?
Yeah, we talked about this. Yeah,
that's right. It's either you're going to be more of a Gerald Green or you're going to be more of a Vince Carter. Maybe
in between.
Not even saying production wise, or not to say that he's gone that far, but the guy who gives you outside shooting and can drive from time to time, but is not going to take 14, 15 shots. He can't be that guy anymore. That ship has sailed at this point. Well, I don't know if Melo can do that.
All right, it remains to be seen.
We'll see.
I don't know.
We shall see.
We'll see.
Portland, big.
There's a reason why Portland's bringing them in, so whatever. We'll see.
They got playoff contention.
I want to see. I'm not saying like Portland. I'm not clowning Portland. It's a low risk, high reward, and I think this is a team. If we're talking about playoff teams, this is probably his best situation or one of the best situations for him. So we'll see.
All right, and last but not least, James Harden. We see how he's been on a little stretch here of 40 points or more lately, especially his 47 points against good old LA and the Clippers.
Yeah, he's on one again.
Where Westbrook went as far as calling Patrick Beverly a faker in terms of he's done faked everyone else out. He don't play defense. Just runs around and just makes noise.
Didn't Westbrook have 4 fouls in the first quarter or some shit in that game?
Yeah. Russell's gonna talk his shit, Gonna talk his shit. So this interesting stat came across my phone. When it comes to James Harden, there's apparently a stat, and I don't know if it's just for all players, but this one just popped up on my phone about James Harden. James Harden, his box scores apparently decline, or they either go up or down depending on what cities that have the best strip clubs.
Interesting.
So there's actually stats that.
So according to this, because it was just like 2 quick stats.
Yeah.
His best performances come in Toronto because they have the worst strip clubs on this list.
Okay.
And his worst.
I thought Toronto had good strip clubs.
Well, maybe not to James Harden's liking. I don't know.
So he skinny white bitches.
I don't know. That wasn't part of the report.
Curves.
So he goes off in Atlanta.
No.
That's the best.
No. He goes off in Toronto because they're bad strip clubs. So he's like, oh no, I'm not. He's not staying out all night.
Oh, the worst strip clubs is where he goes off.
Where he goes off. So then the place where he's gone, he doesn't go off or he plays like shit. Miami, because apparently Miami has on this list the best strip clubs.
Damn it.
All right. So James Harden's performance is 20% predictable by the quality of cities' strip clubs that he visits.
What about? So he doesn't ball when does he ball when he's in Boston? Because Boston's got 0 fucking titty bars.
He goes to Providence.
You gotta go to fucking.
Nah, he just gets he just gets offensive fouls drawn on him.
Yeah, that's about it. Well,
he usually has a good game, but it's usually like a horrible shooting night.
Yeah, if he's in Providence can hang.
I mean, wait, that makes no sense.
He'll score like 30 points, but it'll take him like 30 shots to get there.
That's what I meant to say.
So I'm gonna guess it's on par with.
He'll score a lot of points, but it'll take him a lot of attempts to get there.
Yeah. So there's that.
All right, keep an eye on that.
That was a little interesting tidbit.
Who provided this again?
Melo's gonna be
who's the researcher behind
for the
this?
Titty bars in Portland because I don't think there's anything for him to do in Portland.
This I got off the clutch points.
Now that Keisha's dead.
Okay.
I thought it was interesting. I'm not taking anything by it or I don't know. When next time James Harden comes to town, so somebody just take him to the best strip club in the New England area. I don't know.
How do you feel about the way Power ended there on the midseason? How do you feel about it?
I don't know, Sean. Did you watch?
I fucking finally watched
both episodes.
He watched if he's bringing it up. And I heard what you said about Keisha. Keisha dropped Melo a while ago, right?
I know, and now she's dead, so Melo can't even get back with her. So you better go to the strip.
So
club.
that's what he's been trying to do.
Yeah.
Melo?
Find your love in an empty bottle, But Power, I thought it sucked. I was so pissed at the ending, man. It's fucking stupid.
One of them had to go, man.
No, but that's fucking dumb.
He's not dead, though.
He's dead.
Not dead. He's not dead.
Even Sean says he's not dead, bro.
Oh, okay.
Not dead.
Are you one of the producers now? One of the writers?
No, I just think it was. I think
Because even Sean says it.
I think it was just like I was like, hey, how do we get another season out of this? Oh, let's do what the most famous fucking show of all time did.
The Simpsons and Mr. Burns is exactly what I thought of.
Yeah.
When it happened, when it ended, I'm like, so this is gonna be fucking
Maggie did it.
fucking Simpsons, Mr. Burns shit that we gotta find. We gotta wait. Well, at least for that, we had to wait like a whole 6 months for that.
And who shot JR? That fucking shit they did back in the day. The Simpsons shit was a fucking thing on that, man.
Yeah.
Well, it's gonna take 5 episodes, and if you're a fucking Comcast customer, you ain't gonna watch because that shit's
guess
gone.
what? It was fucking Tommy. All right. Who the
so?
fuck else would it be? They've been building this shit up for years.
Bro, it could have been
that Tommy
tape,
was
bro.
gonna shoot fucking ghosts.
Could have been tape, bro.
No, it
Sax
could've
doesn't
been
have it
tape.
in him. Sax
It could've
doesn't have it
been
in
Sax.
him.
It
could have been
I don't think
tape,
so.
bro.
Could have been Tyreek.
The old dog has been coming out of him lately,
bro.
bro.
Paz. It couldn't have been anybody fucking but Tommy. Tommy fucking got into his club and fucking shot him. It's fucking Tommy. Idiots. You're gonna make me.
I don't know,
Gonna
though.
make me believe something else until the last episode where they're like, "Oh, Tommy shot him."
I'm with you that Tommy's my favorite, but don't sleep on Tasha. Don't sleep on Tasha's gangster.
Yo, Tommy.
I wouldn't be shocked if it's Tasha.
This is how it's gonna end. Tommy, on the way to killing Ghost, found out Tasha killed Keisha. Tommy kills Keisha and then kills Ghost. That's how it's gonna end.
No. It's like,
Not that I
Ghost-
believe this is
And
gonna happen.
Tyreek saw all of it. That's how it's gonna end.
Ghost put Tasha in a corner, and now she's at a point where it's like it's either him or me. One of us is gonna go down, and it's gonna be him.
But you forget that Tommy knows everything, and he knows.
Well, yeah,
just
Tommy
like
would
Ghost
just do it
knows
out of emotion. But I'm just saying
Tasha
logically,
fucking killed Keisha.
Tasha would do it because she's like, I need to save myself.
Nah, man. No.
No. It's gonna be the person that we least expect. It's fucking Tariq, even though
it's
he
not
was the
Tariq.
one that was furthest away from
That
the
wouldn't
spot.
surprise me.
No,
either.
man,
Yeah,
it's
it's gonna be Tariq.
I just don't know if he has it in him. I don't think he can kill somebody.
Tariq-
If he had already killed someone, I'd say yeah, but he's never killed
He
someone.
did kill
Ray
somebody.
Ray.
Killed Ray Ray.
That's different, man.
He killed him
That's
with
out
his
of
back.
pure
He
rage.
shot him.
R.I.P.
Shot him in
Raina.
his back.
This guy can't kill a family
R.I.P.
member.
Raina.
Yeah, but he
But what
shot him
happened
in his
Raina?
back. He probably did the same thing with Ghost. Shot him
This
when he
dude
wasn't looking.
This dude couldn't even kill Lala. Get out of here,
Guys.
He's not gonna kill his dad.
Did you guys cry a little bit when Raina showed up in the last episode?
Wait, who? Oh,
Raina.
Raina?
Yeah, a little
Yeah, that was
emotional.
No, Raina was there.
The second to last episode was the best one. That's
But-
usually the case with shows.
No,
The season finale just sort of wraps things up. Well, this is not. Obviously, it's a cliffhanger because it's halfway through. But
Tommy's gonna kill everybody.
this is a power
and he's gonna
podcast.
kill
What the hell's
Ghost.
going on here, man? We're up out of here.
I know, right?
Damn it!
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah. Make sure you, as always, follow us on all social media
If
platforms.
you're still listening,
At Causeway Street. And hit up CausewayStreet.com. Swayze got his one-on-one with the man, the myth. Well, not the myth, because everyone knows about him, but
that's true.
the guy formerly known as the little guy,
Smurf.
Last week I said I hope I was going to get a chance.
Isaiah
I'm
Thomas.
glad I did.
Yeah, man.
Peep the website,
Nice
CausewayStreet.com,
interview.
for the one-on-one
Get a drop.
exclusive.
I did not.
And-
Looks like I'm keeping that Jameson for myself.
Believe
honestly-
believe it or not, he still has PR by his side the entire time in Boston. So,
Really?
Yeah.
And you can also peep Gordon Hayward's first press conference since his injury on there at CausewayStreet.com. And
What?
all your Celtics latest rumors, news, and opinions. Yeah. Get on it.
Absolutely. We got you covered throughout this 5-game road trip. And
Any other year, Sway would be going to San Francisco.
yeah, that's a waste of a trip. No.
No, I know. I'm saying any other year.
No, I know.
I'm on my way to San Francisco.
All right, with that, we're out.
yeah.
Hey, big thank you to everyone listening to us. We appreciate it. Peace.
Big thank you.